Okay, are we live? We're about to be live. We're live now. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to your home quarantine exercise with Mercy. If this is your first time participating in our full body workout, I am delighted to have you. I'm going to turn this a little bit because I think it's better. I think that's more flattering. What do you think? Here are things that you need to know if this is your first time. You are absolutely welcome to do just the upper body portion or just the lower body portion or just the abs or just enjoy a nice stretch with us. All options are at your disposal. This is the class that I used to call Joint Health with Abs. I think it's a better description to just say full body. And again, you're going to choose your own adventure, right? Whatever feels good to you, that's what you're going to do. Take breaks when you want to take breaks. Get water when you want to get water. Absolutely. If you're watching this video later, feel free to stop and start, whatever works for you. Things that will be helpful, I should say items that will be helpful to you. If you've got a cardio step, that's great. We'll be making use of that. If you don't, no worries. You can do everything on the floor. If you've got some small hand weights, this is a large hand weight. I'm used 3-pounders for, I'm pointing off screen like you can see me. Over there's a 3-pounder, you're just gonna have to trust me. I use 3-pounders for most of the workout, and then at the end we'll do a couple of activities with heavier weights. I like 5s. You might like a 1-pound, or maybe a 2-pound, or maybe you're doing it with just your own resistance, or maybe you don't have weights and so you're using 2 water bottles. Maybe you're a big, strapping, strong person and you want to have your weights the whole time. Great, experiment. Try it out. You can always switch in the middle. Don't feel like you have to stick with what you committed to at the beginning. I have had folks do this class who are in leg casts, sitting in a chair, just doing the upper body. I've had folks with shoulder injuries who just do the lower body. Again, if you're just interested in the abs that come later, great, you'll get your core workout then. And if you're just here for the delightful stretch, you're welcome to do that with us too. I've had several requests for the more extended stretch, so I'm gonna try to give that to you today, and I'm going to try to keep it all within 60 minutes. So we'll see how we do. Okay, guys, this is it. You can do nothing but win. I'm so delighted that you're joining me here, and please feel free to explore other classes that I have saved on my YouTube channel. And I'm also trying to transfer some stuff over from when I used to broadcast over Facebook Live. So hopefully I'll have some more content, saved content up for you really soon. Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna move this camera because I am my own cinematographer here, guys. Let's see how I did today. I took a guess on the framing. Let's see, so I'm here and we are doing things like this. That's pretty good, yeah. I'm gonna put it up just a little tiny bit. And now I'm going to turn on our music. And I made this music, which means that I own it, so our videos can't be taken down, but it's also not the best. I made it really quickly. I'm gonna work on getting you guys some new music soon. Let's see what's happening. Let's see if we can get power here. Yes, I like it. Okay, I'm gonna turn it down a bit because it's a tad loud. Okay, much better. I think that's good volume. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we're ready to go, guys. We're gonna warm it up by just marching it out. Just kind of shake out your arms, get your legs moving. And then we're gonna take the feet out wide and we're gonna inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good job, guys. Now we're just gonna tilt and tap, tap, tap. Good, just lean and take your arms across. Our arms up, rather. Now we'll take the arms across. Take it over. Good. Twist a little bit as you go. Beautiful. Now just march down the center. Now we're going to step it right and left and take some arms in there. We're going to do right foot first. Just swing your arms. Looks like this. Take it out and out. Good. Side to side. And 2. Excellent. Now add a hamstring curl. We pull it up. Pull it up. Good. Each time, just kind of kick yourself in the butt. Pushing back with the hands, warming up your triceps for 4 and 3. And now we're going to lift the knee each side. It looks like this. Good. Pull the knee. Good. Pull that knee up as high as you can. A little bit of core happening already. So exciting. 4, 3, and 2, and 1. And march it out. Beautiful. If you've got a cardio step, take it around the back. If you don't, you can do this on the floor or just continue with the marching. Take the feet out nice and wide. Good. Inhale up. On your exhale, flat back. Take your hands down to your step. Maybe toe heel your feet out a little bit wider. We're going to bend the right and left knee here. So take right and left. Beautiful. 2 more. And last one. Nice job. Come back to center. Bend your knees, sink your butt back, and then slowly stand and straighten the legs. Toe heel your feet back together. Take your right arm across. Grab above the elbow. Pull down on the tricep. You can come forward so you can see that. And other side. Arm across. Pull down. Again, grabbing above the elbow. Nice. Let's step the legs out. Take the right arm above. Pat yourself in the shoulder. Grab your opposite elbow. Grab the elbow with the hand and then pull to your upper degree. Oh, I love that one. And then the left arm comes up and the opposite hand grabs. Pat your shoulder. Then pull nicely down. Inhale, take the hands forward and curl your tailbone under. Oh, yes. And then one more time. Other thumb on top, whichever way feels weird. Take it over. Curl it under. Chin to the chest. Stretch it out. Shake it out. Nicely done. Inhale up, grab your head with your right hand, pull down, flex the left wrist. And other side, take it up. And exhale, pull down, flex the wrist. Nicely done. Take it back behind the step. Let's take the right foot up on top, left leg back. Both toes point forward, hips curl under. Take your hands to your hips. Just pulse it here for 4 and 3 and 2. Take an inhale. Exhale. Step it up. Other foot on top. Good. Right here. We'll pulse for 4 and 3 and 2. Good. Step it up on top. Right heel comes off the back. I'm mirroring you guys. I suck at it. Sorry about that. So right leg straight. Good. Left leg's bent. Pulse here. And now bend your right knee and pulse again. Achilles tendon stretch and the shin. Switch it over. Left foot off the back. Left leg is straight. Pulse here. And now bend the knee. Should feel good. Keep your right foot on top. Step your left foot back. Turn your left toes out. Flex your right foot. Leg is straight. Lean forward and twist over toward the right a bit. Breathing into your right hamstring. Pulse here. Good job. Other side. Left foot on top, right toes point out, left leg is straight, lean forward and twist over to the left a bit, breathe into your left hamstring for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and come on up. Good, shake it out, shake it out. You guys ready to go? Yes, let's do it. Go ahead and grab your weights. I'm using 3-pounders. You can use nothing if you want. Remembering that you can just step on the floor if you want. You don't have to use a step. But here's what we're going to do. I'll sit down so you can see me. We're going to take our elbows at 90 degrees, right? Not down here, not in here, not out here, right? 90-degree angles. From here, we're going to push straight up and make a triangle above our head. Then come right back down here. But I never let my elbows drop lower than my shoulder height. Yep. Let's try it here. Take it up and back. Oh, you can't see me. Good. 2 more. Nice job. Last one. Good. We're going to add a step on top if you like. If you don't, just march it out here. So you can just go right and left. Right and left. Now we're going to add the step up on top if you want. Stepping right foot. Here we go. Up. Now left foot. Really important that we alternate. Right steps up. Now left steps up. Now add the arms if you want. 8, 7, 6. Exhale as you push it up. Last 4, 3, 2. And pulse it here. Take it to that 90-degree angle and just pulse. Beautiful. And 4 more here. And 3. And 2. Excellent. Last set of singles. 4 only. Take it up. Exhale. 2 more. And pulse it here for 4. That's 4. Yay. 3. Nice. 2. And 1. Yeah. Release the dance. Step it out. Beautiful. Shake out your shoulders a bit. Next exercise is our punching exercise. You're going to bring your arm up to your shoulder, hand up to the shoulder, punch straight across your body. Bring it back in, release it down. Same thing other side. Notice my elbow stays in the whole time, right? I'm never doing this. Always in. So it's in up, over, and down. In, up, over, full time. Punch. Punch. Beautiful. 2 more. And then we should take both at once. So you can take them up, cross, nicely done. Good job, you guys. March it out, march it out. We're going to add some legs to this on top of the step if you want. If you don't want, you don't have to. You can also do this on the floor. So you can step, kick, or take it on the step. Now add the arms, right arm. Here we go. Good job. 2. Yes. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And now we're going to take both arms, cross it up. 8, 7, 6. 4 more. 3. Last 2. Back to singles here. Take it 4. 2 more. And doubles, doubles. Here we go. 4. 3. Last one. Beautiful. March it out, march it out, march it out. Relax. We're going to move on to our next activity. I think I can do this here. Stand so you can see. Elbows in. Palms face out. And wrist flex up. Up, up, up. Not here. Yes, here. From the side, it looks like this. Your elbows are kind of in front of your rib cage. You're going to curl up and back. I'm never swinging back here. No swinging at all. Glue your elbows into your rib cage. Turn your palms up. It's up and back. Exhale each time. Beautiful, you guys. Let's try keeping this while we walk around our step. Can we do that? Good. Now add a hamstring curl if you want. And curl. Good. Remember this from the beginning. You can also do this standing still too. Doesn't matter. 4, 3. All options. 2. Now we're going to pulse it up. Take the weights up to the shoulders. Pulse here. Lower down a little. Lower down a little. A little more. Good. 4 more here. Each time just a little bit. 2 more. Last one. Singles, singles. Here we go. Exhale. 2 more. And pulse it up. Here we go for 4. Lower down a little. Lower down a little. 2 more. That's it. That's it. Last one. Yay! Beautiful, beautiful. Relax. Roll it out. Roll it out.
Yes.
Our next activity is our bow and arrow. Many of you have said that you love this one. Great, I hope you love them all. We're going to take weights out to the sides, thumbs point up, pinky fingers point down. You're going to bring your left arm across.
Yeah.
And then you're going to sweep both arms across at the height of the shoulders. Okay, keep it on high, and then pull it back like you're pulling back on a bow and arrow. Notice I am not dropping my elbow at any time. It stays up. I sweep all the way around and then pull it back, bow and arrow. Sweep and pull. From the side, it looks like this. As I come around, I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together, trying to pull my hands back a little bit. At speed, it looks like this. Trying to keep those elbows as high as possible. Excellent. Really good, you guys. Good. Release it down. Shake it out, shake it out. The feet we're going to add on this one, if you so desire, is a straddle up. Or a V-step, some people say, but basically you're coming to the ends of your step. If you're not using your step, you can just step out this way, right? Step out this way. If you are using your step, you're going to step up to the corners. Let's start with just the feet. Up, 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 up. Good. Remembering that you can just do this on the floor, standing still, or marching. We're going to add the arms here. Take them up. Sweep it out. Go. 8, 7. Lovely. 4 more here. Pulling back each time. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Now we're going to pulse it out. Take it out here and just pulse it out. Tiny pulses. Beautiful. 4 more. 3, 2, back to the bow and arrow for 4. Bring it in. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and take it out and pulse in your head. Here it is. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Let him down. Shake it out. Such a good job, guys. We're through 4 of 7 upper body activities right now. Hooray, you! Here comes the next one. You're going to start with your weights touching. You're going to slowly pull them up towards your collarbone. As you come up, let the elbows lead, right? Keep the shoulders down, not up here, right? You'll exhale as you lift. So you take it. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. 2 more. Woo! Beautiful, you guys. Great. Okay, here's your leg challenge. This is might be a little bit of a challenge for you. I'm going to show it to you from the side so you can see what's happening. We up, kick, up, kick. Okay? You can add this along with your arms if you like. So take it around the back. That was just to show you what's going on. Notice I'm rolling my shoulders back, kind of arching back a little bit. Let's try the legs only. Step up, pull. Beautiful. If you don't like these legs, don't do them. It's just an option. Now let's add the arms. Exhale. Exhale. Excellent. 4 more here. Resisting on the way down. Don't just drop the weights down. Plop. 2 more. Now we're going to pulse it. Take it up to the collarbone and hold here. Lift and lift. Excellent. 4 more, you guys. 3, 2, and a set of singles here. Here we go. That's 4. 3, 2. Pulses. Then we're done with these. Yes. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. Release it down. Release it down. We're going to do 2 more activities here before we move to a lower body focus thing. Right now, you're going to take your palms together. As you lift your arms out, they'll come to the sides. Elbows up, thumbs down. Pinky fingers up, thumbs down. Okay? Close up. Close up, right? Then as you come back, palms touch again. Bend your elbows very slightly as you come up. So it's exhale, exhale. Nice job. 2 more. And last one. Good. And again, resisting on the way down every time. Here's the feet we're going to use if you like. We're going to tap and tap. Just a heel tap. No big challenge. Again, feel free to stay on the floor. Feel free to stand perfectly still. We're going to add the arms here in a second, our lateral raises. Palms together. Take it up on an exhale. Here we go. 4 more. Excellent. Let's take it up the pulse here. Here's 8. And 7. 6. And 5. Beautiful, you guys. 4. 3. 2. And singles, singles. Here we go. 4. 3. 2. And pulses. Last set. Here we go. It's 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Excellent. Release it down. Roll out your shoulders. We've only got 1 more set for the upper body in this portion. Here's how it goes. Let me sit so you can see. You're going to take your arms out all the way. This time the palms face up. Okay? Palms up. Wrist curl up. Right? Not back. Yes, up. You're going to bend your elbows and bring your weights to the backs of your shoulders, but we're not going to do this, and we're not going to do this. We're keeping a straight line from elbow to elbow. From the side, it looks like this. I'm turning to the back of my shoulder. Not here, not here. Yes, here. Yeah? Looking good. I'm bending bending my knee, feel like I'm like, hello, wait. It doesn't matter what you do with your legs. Push your hands back this way, okay? We're gonna start on the floor for everybody. And what we're gonna do is step right center, left center. So just hold your hands to the waist or at the bottom if you like. It looks like this. And now other side, okay? So you're taking a little bit of a travel here. Let's do this one more time. To the right, to the center, to the left, to the center, to the right, to the center, to the left, to the center. Beautiful. We're gonna add the arms here in a second. Take them out, palms up. Ready? Curl it in. Here we go. Take it in. And in. And in. Excellent. Good. Four more. We're going to pulse in a second. If you would like to take feet up on top of the step, maybe try the kick back we did before. It looks like this. Up, kick. Up, kick. If you don't like that, stay on the floor. Four more. 3, 2, step right and left. Singles. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it up on top if you want. We pulse. 2 more. Yes. Last one. Ah. Woo. Yes. Hooray, you made it through the upper body portion, or at least the first upper body portion. Let's give our legs something to do for a second and our upper body some rest. You can come up on top of your step if you want, or down on the floor, it doesn't matter. You're going to bring your big toes together. You're going to spin your heels apart slightly, a little bit pigeon toed. Take your weight up on top of your shoulders. We're just going to do calf raises here. So curl your tailbone under and lift on an exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5. Beautiful. 4, 3, 2. Now double time here. We take it up and up. P.S. You don't have to have your weights on your shoulders. If this is really fatiguing, you can put your weights down, right? That's 4, and 3, and 2, and 1 more set. Double it again. Here's 4, and 3. By the way, you guys, if you want to use heavier weights, you can do that too, right? More challenge. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Yes, good. Shake it out, shake it out. Your calves should be burning. Mine are. I hope yours are too. Let's take the right foot up on top of the step. Step your left leg back. Remember when we did this as a stretch at the beginning? It was a thrilling vision of things to come. If you want your weights, put them up on your shoulders. This is super important, you guys. Make sure your left toes are turned forward. Do not do this. Okay, all the way forward. Curl your tailbone under. Get a really wide distance between your 2 feet. We're just going to bend and straighten here. Here we go. So we inhale, exhale, and exhale. Beautiful. Stay here. 4 more. 3, 2. Now we're going to take it down and pulse. Yes. We pulse for 8 and 7. Good. If you can lift your right toes a bit, that's ideal. Get the weight in the heel of the right foot and try to take as much weight into the back leg, into the left leg as possible. 2 more. Yeah. And singles here. 4. Wait for the music. Okay, 3. 2. I have to fix that part. 2. And 1. And pulse it down here. Take you 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Excellent. Step it back. Shake it out. Shake it out. Not surprisingly, we're going to do the other side now. Step your left foot up on top. Step your right foot back. Curl those hips under. Make sure that your feet are hip distance apart, side to side too, right? So you're not right behind you. Get a nice sturdy base. Separate the feet as much as you can. Take your weights up on top. Curl your tailbone under. Take it down. Here's 8, 7. Beautiful. 4 more. Here we go. And 3. And 2. Ah, pulse it down. Here we go. Here we go. 8. Good. Start trying to lift the left toes. Curl the tailbone under a little bit more. Shift your weight back slightly. 2, and 1. Singles here. Take it 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pulse it here. It's 4, and 3, and 2. I feel like we missed 2 on the other side. Let's do 2 more here. 2 more. Can't hurt to do a little more. All right, we're done. Yes. Shake it out. Shake it out. Beautiful, beautiful job, you guys. If you've got a step, we're going to lay down on our bellies here on the step. If you don't, you're just going to lay on the floor. Okay? So here's what will be different. Let me see if you can see me here. If you're on the floor, you guys see me here? Good. Your arms out to the sides. You're just going to be lifting very slightly off the floor. If you're in your step, you're going to have a lot more room to play. But the object for everyone is lifting the arms up as high as you can. And again, squeezing your shoulders together. Okay, so I'm going to come down to my step. I take my weights to the floor, or if I'm on the floor, that's cool too. You can also take your weights up if you prefer. I like mine down. But curl your tailbone under a lot. Don't arch your back, right? We're going to lift the weights up. Exhale. Really good, you guys. Look down so your neck isn't stressed during this process. 2 more. And now we're going to pulse it up here. Take it, lift, lift, small pulses. 4 more, 4 more. And 3, almost done. And 2. And singles here for 4. Here we go, that's 4. 3, 2, and 1. Pulse it up. Last set. Here's 4. And 3, and 2, and 1. Oh, yes, yes, you did it. Great job, you guys. Move your steps away. We're done with those now. Put this one over here. Now, if you have some heavy weights, go ahead and grab those. Let's see if I can. I'm going to scale this down a bit. I think that will be more helpful. And we're going to come to our back. So you grab whatever weights you want. And basically what we're doing is the opposite of what we just did on our bellies. Now we're going to be on our backs. Our arms going to be out, right? And again, this is super important. Flex your wrists up. Never back this way. Okay, really, really bad. You can get very easily injured that way. Pull it up slightly. Bend your elbows slightly. I'm going to demo with my weights right now. Get these out of the way. Get these over here. And now I'm going to lay down on the floor. Oh, we're just resting. No big deal. Just reclining here on the Saturday. Do what that hair clip and get rid of the hair clip. That'll more help us. Okay, beautiful. So arms are up the sides. Your wrists are curling up slightly. And you're just going to pulse it up toward the ceiling. Lift and lift. I like to take my hands a little closer towards my head. That seems to give me a little more of a challenge. Here's 4 more. 3, 2. Now we're going to bring the hands up to meet here. So we take it, exhale. And exhale. Awesome, you guys. 4 more. Here we go. 3, 2. Take it back out to the sides and pulse. Take it up and up. Good. Keep it right here. Woo. And 4 more here. You're exactly halfway done with this exercise. Last 2. Now take it up to the ceiling. Palms meet. 8, 7, 6. Exhaling each time as you lift. 4 more. 3, 2. Now take the hands out again. Pulse it up. Last set. 8, 7. So right about now, your pecs should be burning. If they're not, next time you have your weight. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bend the elbows. Palms face forward. We're going to do that triangle thing that we did at the beginning, except we're on our back. Just push the hands up to make the triangle. Exhale. Exhale. Resist on the way down. Just 4 more here. 3, 2, And now we're going to pulse it. So just take your elbows an inch or two off the floor, and we're just pulsing here. Keeping the hands stacked directly over the elbows. 4 more. 3, 2, singles to the ceiling. Here we go. Triangle time. 2 more. And then take it out. Last set of pulses. Last set. 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Woo! You did it! Roll it up to sitting. We're going to do one more set of curls. We're going to do a set of heavy curls here. Get this down. Let's put this down a bit. That. Oh, still got that grip on me. Okay, so same thing, bicep curls. Tuck your toes under. Sit back on your heels. Keep your elbows in front of your rib cage, guys. Not behind, in front, okay? I'm going to do it from the side this time so that you can see from the other angle. I don't arch my back. I curl my tailbone under, and I take it up here. I exhale. Good. See how my upper arm is not moving at all. It's just my lower arm. My elbows are slightly in front of my rib cage. 4 more. 3, 2. And now we're going to pulse it up. Let me turn front again and good pulse here. Lower down a bit. Good. Remembering those wrists are always curled up and in. Good. 4 more here. And 3. And 2. And 1. Singles here. Last set of singles. And 2. And pulse it up here. Here we go. Let's pulse. And down. And again. Beautiful. Last one. Yes! Get rid of those weights. Last time I said throw them, and somebody sent me a photo of themselves actually throwing their weights. If you want to just throw them, just make sure you don't break something is all I have to say about that. Move your weights out of the way. We have come to the exciting portion of class with the abdominal work. So if that's what you're here for, now is your time. I'm going to try to adjust the frame here just a bit. Let's do, yep, I like this. I think that's good. Okay, so, wait, is that box on the way? Do that. Beautiful. We're going to come down to the floor. We are going to guess what, guys? I'm sparing you the hardest exercise today. We're not going to do the straight leg one today. We're going to start with the curls in. If you're new to class, we do the hardest things first, moving towards the easiest things, as life should be. Cross your left leg on top of your right, or your ankle rather, on top of your right. Now this is important, guys. Keep your heels down to your butt. Do not lift your legs up, okay? The challenge is here, not here, right? Hands behind the neck if that feels good to you. We're just gonna roll the knees into the chest, pulling the tailbone off the floor, and then gently roll down. Again, none of this. Here we go. 8, 7. Keep the heels down as much as you can. We exhale as we curl it. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Rest for a second. This time we're going to pulse it in, keeping the knees right over the chest and the tailbone off the floor. Heels tucked in. Set of 8 pulses. Here we go. Keep it here. Just keep crunching in. Keep those heels down as low as you can. And set of 4 more here. And 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. Take a breath. We're going to do a set of 4 singles and 4 pulses. In a set. Oh, wait. I think we're ready. So music's going to change. Yeah. Okay. We're back. We're back. So 4 singles, 4 pulses. Take a breath. Exhale as we curl it in. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pulse it in here. It's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Release it down. Straighten the legs. Cross the other leg on top. Right over left. Fold it down. Same excitement on the other side. Singles. 8, 7. Exhale each time. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Rest it. Take a breath. This time we're going to do that set of pulses on the second side. Knees to the chest. Heels folded down. Set of pulses here. It's 8, 7,
Amazing.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job, you guys. We're going to take 4 singles and then 4 pulses. Here we go. Exhale. 2 more. And 1. Pulse it in, pulse it in. Here's 4. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Release it down. Good job, you guys. Take the soles of the feet together. Take your knees out wide. This one is half as hard as the last one you did. You're going to reach towards your feet as if you're trying to touch them. You won't be able to touch them. But exhale as you go. Here we go. Exhale. 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 Good, you guys. See how we're just trying to reach, but we're never actually going to touch them, but that's okay. Keep trying. 2 more. Last one. Yes. Release it down. Stretch. This time we're going to do a set of pulses. Shockingly, I know. Take your hands behind your neck. Just take it up to the ceiling here. Exhale. Exhale. Look up at the ceiling like you're trying to put your nose on the sky. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Yes, release it down, stretch. We're going to do 4 reaches and 4 pulses. Hands behind the neck. Oh, no, not behind the neck. Reach for the feet. Here we go. Exhale. 2 more. And hands behind the neck and pulse it up. That's 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Woo! Release it down. So good. Bend your knees. Walk your feet out a little bit. Turn your toes slightly in. Turn your palms open to the sky. We're going to slowly roll up to sitting and slowly roll back down again. Take it up here. Exhale, up, and inhale, back. Exhale, up, and inhale, back. Exhale, up, and inhale, back. Beautiful. 4 more here. And 3. And 2. And 1. Yes, release it back and stretch a second. Oh, good. Bring your feet in a little bit closer. Take your hands behind the neck. We're going to pulse it right up to the ceiling here. It's exhale. Exhale. Turn your toes slightly in if you can. A little bit of pitch and toe. 4 more set of pulses here. Exhale. 2 and 1. Oh, beautiful. Release it up. Take your feet out a bit wider. We're going to sit it up again. Palms to the sky. Only 4 here. Here we go. Exhale. And back. Exhale. And inhale back. And exhale. Beautiful. 1 more. Bring the feet a little closer. Pulse it up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes! Release that. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, you guys. I just have 1 more semi-challenging exercise for you to do, okay? You've done this with me before if you've done abs class before. You're going to take your knees up to a 90-degree angle, point your toes. You're going to never bring your knees closer to your chest than your hips, right? So we're never coming in here. This is the closest we'll be. Then we're going to extend our legs out, whoa, and bring them back, okay? This is a really great low ab exercise. It's hard to get into the low abs, so do your best, but don't extend out here, okay? Take the toes lower. You will see the difference right away, okay? Take your hands behind your neck. Take the knees up. Take it straight out. Here we go. Exhale. Exhale. So you're trying to keep your shins perpendicular with the floor. So your feet need to lower each time a bit. 2 more. You'll feel the difference. It'll be harder. Last one. Yes. Bring it in. Knees to the chest. This time we're just going to point the knees out slightly to the left, toes to the right. Take it out here. That's 8. Okay, so knees point to the left, toes to the right. But we're still not bringing the knees back any closer than the hips. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Yes, bring it in. This time we're going to point the knees to the right, feet to the left. You can do it. So let's go. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5. Exhale as you take them out. Inhale. Inhale. 2 more. Last one. Yes. Bring it back into the chest. We're going to do one more set of straight toes out. Straight out in front of you like we did at the beginning. Hands behind the neck. Here we go. Here's 8, 7. Just 4 more here. 3, 2. Woo! Yes, bring them in. We're going to do just one more set, you guys. Knees point to the left, knees point to the right, alternating. Take it out here. To the left and back. To the right and back. Excellent. 4 more. 2 more. 1. Yes. Oh, so good. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. I have just one last abdominal exercise for you, but it's easy. You won't even notice it. Bend your knees. Take your hands behind your back. We're going to leave our left elbow on the floor, but lift our left leg up and bring our right elbow to our left knee. Also notice I'm looking up and over my left elbow, not down, up. Okay, you'll feel the difference. Same thing other side. Elbow to knee and look up and over your shoulder and then slowly lower down. Okay, we're going to do a set of 8 of those. Twist as much as you can. Here we go. Exhale. Exhale. Remembering to look up and over the opposite shoulder and leave the opposite elbow on the floor. 2 more. Yay! Excellent. And hang out here for a sec. We're going to do a set of 8 just over to the left. You'll keep your leg relatively straight as you go. Here we go. Here's 8 and 7. So you can just tap your heel down each time. 4 more. Looking up and over the shoulder a little more each time, resisting as you lower. 2 more. Now do the opposite side. Here we go. That's 8 and 7. 6. Twist as much as you can. Exhale. 4 more. 4 more. And 3. And 2. Back to singles. Left and right. And right. And left. And right. Left side only here for 4. 3. 2. You guys are so close to done. Right side. Here we go. That's 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Guess what? You did it. You completed everything that's difficult to do today. Hooray, you. Give yourself a hand, a little pat on the back. Now we're moving to the stretch. This is your reward, okay? Let's see how much time we have. Great, we're right on time. So the first thing I want you guys to do is take off your socks and shoes, okay? Because we're going to stretch out the feet and the toes a little bit too, which, believe it or not, are super, super important for balance and for overall structural integrity of your body. So I'm going to try to get this knot out of my shoe. Good, good. And we're going to turn off the music so we can have a peaceful stretching experience. Okay, there we go. So now we just have the dulcet tones of dogs barking outside and other crazy things happening. So take a breath. This is I'm getting cat fur off my face. If you're new to class, there are 3 cat coaches that we live with here. So one you can see back there in the corner on the pillow, and there's another one in asleep in a chair here. Actually, let me show you. Let's see. Look at the sleeping. Hi. Say hi. They're so tolerant of me. Okay, here we go. Here we go, guys. The first thing we're going to do is take our feet out in front, bring our big toes together, spin your heels apart. It's rock side to side and pull the flesh out from under the sit bones. Okay, so you can kind of ground down into your sit bones here. Keep flexing your feet. Don't get lazy with them. Flex, right? On your next inhale, sweep the arms up. And on your exhale, reach forward, forward, forward for your toes. If you can touch your toes, great. Grab them, pull them back toward your face. If you can't, no big deal. Just keep taking it down, down. Now try not to roll over here. Try to extend out and then down with as much of a flat back as you can. Drop your head, relax your neck, and then just keep pulsing your little tiny pulses. Then I had one of our class members request longer holds in each stretch. So that's what we're going to do today. So take a nice deep inhale and exhale, melt down. And then I want you guys to keep the stretch active by tiny pulses here. Pulling your shoulders away from your ears as much as you can. And then to get out of this, we're going to roll up. So inhale slowly, chin to the chest, roll, 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 roll your back to sitting. Beautiful. Now bend your knees, bring your feet in together as we did with that abdominal exercise a little bit earlier, okay? What I don't want you to do is bring your feet in so close that you have to round your back to make that happen, okay? So sit up really straight, and if that means taking the feet out a little bit, wonderful. Couple of notes here. I want you to hold your ankles, not your feet. So don't pull your feet up and sickle your feet. A lot of people do this or maybe have been taught to do that at some point. Terrible, terrible for your ankles, okay? So hands to the ankles, thumbs to the arches of the feet, okay? So you want to try to open up your feet like the pages of a book. Then sit up as tall as you can. Roll the shoulders back. The feet are opening up here, the shoulders rolling back, the knees are pressing down. You're going to take an inhale here. On your exhale, start to fold forward again, flat back. If your elbows can reach your thighs, use those elbows to press down on the thighs. And then when you've reached your full length here of the spine, then go ahead and drop your head and release down. So I'm really actively pressing with my elbows here, trying to push down. And you guys can see my left hip is a lot more open than my right. So there's a distance between my knee and the floor on the right side. So I just keep working on that, trying to give maybe a little extra encouragement to the right leg. And then if you want to start walking your hands out in front, sometimes that feels good for some folks. And then when you're ready, we're going to slowly, slowly walk it back up. Keeping an eye on the time. Beautiful. And now we're going to take the legs out into a straddle. Okay, so here you go. So again, same thing as with the feet together. We don't want to roll and hunch over here. So if your legs are out really wide and you're kind of hunched over, bring them in a little closer so you can sit up straight. Get that shoe out. What? All right. And now we're going to point our toes, right? And kind of roll our hips open a little bit. And now the same thing's going to happen. We're going to take our hands to the floor, get nice and long through the spine, and then we're going to start walking forward, walking forward. So maybe your best stretch is right here, right? Maybe you need to come a little lower. Maybe you need to come all the way to the floor. That's where my good stretch is, but I don't round my back to get there. I elongate out, and then I walk it down. And then we're just going to pulse here. Little tiny pulses, breathe. This is one of my favorite stretches. You might like it or hate it, and that's okay either way. Just give it a shot, breathe and pulse. Now, if you're one of these folks who has a really crazy forward fold, something fun that you can do is bend one knee, thread your arm underneath, palm faces down, and then bend the other knee, thread the arm underneath, palm faces down, and then straighten the legs. And this feels great to my hamstrings, but to other people, not so much. Just an option. And now to get out of this, if you threaded the arms through, just lean to one side, pull one arm out, lean to the other side, pull the other arm out, and then we're just going to walk it back up wherever we are. Really good, you guys. Okay, so next we're going to I'll mirror you. Take your right elbow to the floor, okay? Take your left arm to the sky. This might be plenty. This might be a great stretch for you. Great, stay here. If you want more, palm reaches and arm reaches, okay? Try to take your arm behind your ear rather than in front and spin open a little bit. If you need more, only if, you're going to start walking your right hand towards your left foot, melt your shoulder down towards the floor. I like this, you may or may not. This is one of the stretches that are very largely genetically determined, as most have a component to that. But if you're a long torso person like me, you might really like the stretch. If you're a short torso person, probably not. And then we're going to slowly come on back up. We're going to move to the other side. So take your left elbow down to the floor, and maybe you just stay here. Maybe you take your right arm up. And then even though your left elbow's down, you're really reaching up with your right arm, right? Trying to get length out of the torso. And then maybe turn the palm, reach over, and again, float the arm behind the ear and look up to the ceiling. And then if and only if you need more, you'll slowly release that shoulder down, and the other arm can maybe come to the foot. And then when it's no longer fun, we're going to push and lift up. Beautiful, beautiful. And now we're going to take our left leg in, bend your knee, and lift your right leg over, all the way over. Set the sole of the right foot on the floor, but then take your left foot out slightly so that your right sit bone can come down and touch the floor. So we're not sitting on top of our foot. We are sitting right on the floor here. Pull your knee into your chest as much as you can, and then we're going to inhale the left arm up. Exhale, take that elbow to the outside of the thigh and then twist open here. Oh, good twist. Try to get taller as you twist as opposed to scrunching down, right? Shoulders down, twist. And keep the palm of the left hand really active. Spread your fingers nice and wide. And then slowly return. Good. And now we're going to do a fun slow motion breakdance move. Take your hands around to the left, come up to your toes, and then you're going to walk around, walk around, walk around, walk around, keep feet where they are. Slow motion breakdancing. As you come to the front, your left leg's in front of the right. See? Twist it over. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Oh, your left hamstring should really feel a lot here. Very exciting. And then we're going to go ahead and bend our knees and just sit down. Okay? So magically, we're set up for the other side, right? Your left leg is on top, the sole of the left foot's on the floor. The right foot needs to pull out a bit for the left sit bone to release down, and then pull the knee as close to your chest as you can. Sit up nice and tall. Left hand comes behind. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, elbow to the outside, and then slowly twist it open. And again, getting taller and taller if you can. And then come on back. We're going to take the hands around to the right side. Second slow motion breakdancing. Come up to the balls of the feet and we'll walk around, walk around, walk around. You keep the balls of the feet where they are. So when you come around to the other side, magically the other leg's in front, right? So inhale up. And then exhale, fold forward, and now your right hamstring should be having a lot of excitement. And then inhale here, you're going to bend your knees on an exhale, just hop the feet together. Come down to your knees here, keep your toes tucked under. So from the side, it looks like this. So this was one of the requested stretches today. We did last week, and somebody said, do this one again. So we are. Super, super great for your arches, for your Achilles tendon. We're just kind of shifting side to side here. So it looks like this from the front. Knees are together, feet are together. Lean back onto your heels and shift, shift. Beautiful. Next one. Great and important for the tops of your feet. Hands come forward, and then you're going to point your toes. Point and release back, sit onto your heels, okay? The toes are going to remain pointed the whole time. You're going to reach down and grab your right knee with your right hand. Left hand comes to the floor. Lift that knee up, and the top of the foot is stretching here. You guys can see this like it's in a toe shoe. So don't do this like you're wearing a high heel. Take the top of the foot onto the floor, and you'll feel the whole top of the foot stretch. Super important to do. And then opposite side, knees come down. Lift it up. Keep that foot pointed. Oh, crack, crack, crack on my toes. Yay. Good. And then we'll come on down, and then we are nearing our completion time. So this is the last requested stretch from last class that people really liked a lot. It's a very deep shoulder opener. Please go cautiously, you guys. I'm going to come closer to you. Go cautiously, right? Don't fling yourself into this. You could really hurt your shoulder, okay? Have I sufficiently frightened you? I hope so. You're going to come to your belly. You're going to take your arms out like wings. Your hands are at the same levels as your shoulders, okay? I'm not sure from the angle of the camera if you can tell. It might look differently, but my hands and my shoulders are on the same plane. So I can see, for you guys, it looks like they're up, but they're not. My hand is right at the level of my shoulder, okay? I am going to bend my right arm and place a hand on the floor, but I keep my left arm out exactly there. I'm never going to drop my hand down. I'm going to keep it up at the level of the shoulder. I'm going to bend my right knee, put my left ear on the floor, push with my right hand, and try to take my foot to the floor behind, right? You might feel a great shoulder opening right away. If you need more, only if you need more, you can start taking your right arm off the floor and releasing your right hip towards the floor behind. So now you're laying on your butt, right? If you've got stupidly open shoulders like I do, you can release the arm behind, maybe try to find the fingertips, right? Just a few of you guys. And then if you really need more, you'll start to bend the right elbow and try to touch the elbow to the floor. So take a couple breaths here, but really, really gently. Move slowly and slowly through this. And then when you're ready, come out of it just as slowly. Don't fling yourself out. Slow, 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 back to the belly. Now we're going to do the other side, right? Bend your left arm, bend your left knee. Right ear comes to the floor. Left foot finds the floor behind you. Maybe that's as far as you're going to go. If and only if you need more, left arm comes up and my left hip finds the floor. Okay, that's a lot right there. And then maybe if you're just freakishly open in your shoulders already, the left hand finds the right fingertips and I bend that elbow. And then we're going to come out of it super slowly. This is one where you don't want to stay in it too terribly long. Oh, come on to our belly. Beautiful, beautiful. Bend your knees. Hands next to your rib cage. Pull your head around the floor, across, and then we're going to come to sitting, and you can take any sitting position that you like. You can take legs underneath you. You can take a half or full lotus. I think I'm going to take a half lotus here. And then we're going to take the right hand up to the head, and then pull the head down as if you're looking at your right knee, and then flex your right wrist, your left wrist. Ooh, good. And then other side, we're going to pull and then look down at your left knee and then flex the right wrist. Oh, yes. And then fingertips behind the neck, curl the tailbone under, chin to the chest, pull the elbows together. Ooh, and then open up, and then we're going to make fists of the hands and roll our fists down, and then roll them back up. And we're going to make fist flick a couple times, and then shake it out, shake it out. Yes, bravo, my beautiful athletes. I think we hit it right at 60 minutes. I might have gone a little bit over. Anyway, I hope you guys had a wonderful time. Please leave me comments. Don't use the live chat. Use the saved video to leave me comments. Let me know what you'd like more of. Anything else that would please you, any different type of class I can bring to you. I am trying to be of the greatest service to whomever needs me during this crazy quarantine time that we're in, right? And we've had folks from Europe and Australia and Canada, all over the place tuning in and letting me know that they appreciate these classes. So I'm so happy that I'm able to bring you something to make your lives a little happier or easier during this very strange time. So thanks so much, everybody. And I hope you have a wonderful day or evening, wherever you are, whatever time you're watching. And feel free to guide your friends to these videos if you feel that they would enjoy them. I very much hope you had a great time, and I've had a great time with you. Thanks so much, you guys. Bye-bye. Live stream. Okay.